I used to stare at ceilings, wishing life would open secret doors. I thought that winning meant the pain would fade, but every step just showed me more. I built a ladder out of nights alone and days that burn right through my skin. I wanted greatness like a lighthouse cutting through the dark so I could finally win. But nobody tells you that the summit shakes your bones until they break, because the silence feels like thunder when you see how many smiles are fake. Yeah, because the ones you love the closest start to vanish when you climb too high. They look at you like you abandoned them, but they forget how much you tried. And every victory tastes bittersweet when you cannot share the high with those you thought would never leave, because they melt back into normal life. Some nights I swear the mirror talks to me like it remembers who I used to be. It asks me if I wanted this or if I only chased the version they expected me to be. Dreams were warm, that's why the stars look colder. Now how I trust feels heavy like a dying sun. It tells me success is just a haunted house where every hallway leaves you numb. So I rise above the noise with all the fractures in my chest. I learned the truth about the golden dream, it never lets you rest. I found the brightest light, still cast the darkest, longest shadow lines, but I keep climbing even when the wind consumes what once was mine. Because I know somewhere beyond the storms there's peace inside the climb, a place where broken hearts can breathe and broken hopes can realign. And every soul that ever lost themselves while trials and will be strong. I promise you, you're not alone, you've been enough all along. I walked through rooms where people cheered but never knew my real name at all. They loved the crafted version of me, not the thoughts that made me feel so small. They wanted brilliance from a wounded heart that never asked for all their praise. And when I failed to shine, they vanished fast like ghosts dissolving into haze. I learned that everyone wears armor, even those you the strongest near the throne. And even kings feel cold at night when they must fight the battles on their own. And when the world calls you a legend, and you watch more than Britain 4 and 2, they never ask about the price you paid or everything success once stole from you. So I keep breathing through the storms and turning every scar into a map, a guide for those who walk the road where dreams and heartbreak overlap. Because the truth behind the victory is simple, raw, and rarely ever told. The brightest youth becomes the oldest soul when chasing dreams that cost a gold. Some nights I swear the mirror talks to me like it remembers who I used to be. It asks me if I wanted this or if I only chased the version they expected me to be. He wonders why the stars look colder. Now our trust feels heavy like the dying sun. It tells me success is just a haunted house where every hallway leaves you numb. So I rise above the noise with all the fractures in my chest. I learned the truth about the golden dream, it never lets you rest. I found the brightest light, so cast the darkest, longest shadow lines, but I keep climbing even when the wind consumes what once was mine. Because I know somewhere beyond the storms there's peace inside the climb, a place where broken hearts can breathe and broken hopes can realign. And every soul that ever lost themselves while trying to be strong, I promise you, you're not alone, you've been enough all along. I built a kingdom out of fear and hope, and nights I tore my sanity apart. I held the sky above my shoulders like a titan with a dying heart. I kept on running through the pressure like a phantom drifting past the rain. I tried to silence all the voices telling me to quit before the pain. I saw the world pretend to love me while they studied every move I made. And when I stumbled for a moment, all the